Hi, little multi-tool review today. This I picked up from knivesandtools.co.uk, and this is a SOG SwitchPlier 2.0. Now, what brought me to this unit? Pretty much one thing: instant pliers access. So let's get out and take a look at that. So the star of the show for this unit is without doubt the mechanism which allows you to deploy these full-size plier head. Pretty good size unit there, pretty compact overall, and it comes out in a very sort of simple, reliable, one-handed action, spring-loaded, one button press, single hand, and it's out. And that really is a unique selling point for this tool. It's incredibly pleasing to use, and a very, very clever little design really. So basically you've got a button lock at the top there. You've got a coiled spring around the pivot, similar to automatic knives, which aren't obviously allowed in the UK, but very similar construction and design. Out come the pliers, and then they're activated as you normally expect with pliers, but activated with a handle which works in a cam sort of fashion, so there's not a direct drive between that and the pliers itself. There's a little bit of extra leverage in there, and a very clever little mechanism. Also, the mechanism means it's spring loaded, so not only is it always available at a single hand push, but it's always available in the open mode. So really good if for any reason you needed your pliers at hand and you only ever had one hand free. But a really cool design. So as I say, full size plier head there with cutters, grips, and then a needle nose plier. In the footprint, it's very, very compact. So there's the UK PK, just for a size comparison there. Obviously considerably thicker, but a very compact unit. Now beyond the pliers, it totals 11 tools. So obviously the pliers have got your grips, needle nose, wire cutters. On the handles there, and we'll come in for some close-ups in a minute, you've got inches and centimetres for measuring, and then you've got a simple stack of tools. Most of the primary tools that you'll find, most of the ones you'd pick probably on a Swiss Army knife, but obviously a one-sided stack to keep things compact. Good little range of tools, so we'll get those out and take a look at those tools out. The first is a very nice partially serrated blade. This has got a chisel grind, so the bevel is only on one side, and we'll take a proper look at that in a minute. It's hollow ground, razor sharp, 420 steel, which isn't by any means an exotic steel, but pretty tried and tested, robust, and it also keeps the cost of replacement units down, and we'll talk about those in a minute. So there's your primary blade. Beyond that, you've got a bottle opener with a medium flathead screwdriver on it. Then you've got a medium-sized Phillips head. You've got a can opener with a small flathead screwdriver on it. You've got a awl for so driving holes into leather, reaming out bits of wood, stuff like that. And then finally, you've got a three-sided file, different patterns on each side, and on the end of that you've got a large flathead screwdriver, also a scraper on there. So, as I say, those tools are all tucked away in there. The mechanism does mean that they're not all easily available without deploying the pliers, but the primary tools are, so your knife is ready to go. Out that comes. And now that's got a lock very simple lock back there, and it's got a secondary security feature, so by merit of the general setup there, whereby the handle of the pliers covers the bottom of it, and even if the lock were to fail, that can't possibly fold on your hand. Quite nice. As I say, single bevel on that side, very sharp serrations, very sharp blade, nice fine hollow grind, but no bevel on that side. It's a very nice blade there. And as I say, the locking feature does present some UK issues. Now SOG are fairly unique in the fact that they provide replacement tools for all their multi-tools, and the majority of them have the same cut here, so the same lock mechanism, so the tools are interchangeable between all their multi-tools. Obviously you need to take into account the available space, so in this unit full length tools can only go on the side, shorter tools in the middle there to make way for the plier head, obviously. But that does offer some opportunities to replace that knife blade with a smaller tool in a similar size to these. So they've got a V cutter, so a seatbelt cutter, they've got a little bit driver, they've got a pair of scissors, or they've got a sort of wood saw pattern, similar to what you find in Swiss Army knives, which I think probably wouldn't present you the same legal issues that this would if you had to explain what you were carrying to a police officer. So a couple of different options, and I think I'll be buying some of those to try them out and sort of restack this tool, but a nice little option. Just to finish off, the only thing that I haven't touched on yet is probably the pocket clip. It's a nice little pocket clip, reasonably deep carry, as you can see there. And yeah, we'll pop in for some close-ups. All in all, a really nice tool, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's take a look at the tool up close now. So there's the tool in its open position. Here's a button lock closing it up. It's a nice compact footprint. A pocket clip to the rear there. Rule on the side. Obviously SOG branding. The pocket clip and handles side. So first let's take a look at the tools. Here's a blade, as you can see, nice deep shallow grind there, part serrated, bevel on one side only, very sharp overall, backlock, and this handle provides a secondary security, so even if you unhook the backlock, that can't possibly close on your hand. Is a simple bottle opener with flathead screwdriver there. Nice nail nick for easy access. Then you've got a Phillips head screwdriver. Next to the stack is a can opener with a very small flathead screwdriver on the end there. You've got a very aggressive grind on that to pierce into the can. You've got a awl for reaming out holes in leather, cloth, wood. Then finally you've got a three-sided file with an extra large flathead screwdriver on the top. Okay. Just wrapping up now. As I said, this tool is available from knivesandtools.co.uk. Check it out, I'll put a link below. Hope you found that useful, and please take a look at my channel for more videos on knives and reviews. Okay, thank you very much, bye bye.